Next Tuesday, Kootenai County voters determine the fate of the Community Library Network. 2 seats are up for the Board of Trustees with 2 pairs of candidates representing 2 different views. The incumbents are M&M, named after that sweet candy that everyone loves. The challengers are TNT, named after an explosive that blows things to bits. The same crowd that claims, if you don't like a gun, don't buy one, is now claiming, if I don't like a book in the library, no one can read it. Yes, this is censorship, which they disguise with pretty words and hide behind children using an emotional appeal based on a lie. And just like Dr. Goebbels demonstrated, it's working. First, introductions. The good guys are Judy Meyer and Regina McCree. They believe, as our founding fathers did, that you choose what you want to read, and you choose what your kids read. Libraries are resources available to everyone, regardless of whether you share the same views or values as your neighbors. That's freedom. Yet it flies in the face of the other 2 candidates who, like many of the right-wing wackos, have infested Kootenai County like bed bugs at a cheap motel. These goons believe that government should tell you what you can read and what you can't read, and that government knows what's best for your kids. Here are Tom Hanley and Tim Plass, straight from the Central Casting Office Stranger Danger Division. Despite claiming to be Republican, they want more government, more control, more tyranny. I was told these jokers would be the library district candidates months ago, long before they were anointed by the clowns at the KCRCC. Yes, the rating and vetting process is rife with insider deals and corruptions. Just wait until the fall. Still, these wannabe dictators are set to put the Community Library Network on a trajectory toward the same destructive hell that's crippled North Idaho College. And they do it through an effective propaganda technique called appeal to emotion. The appeal to emotion is an informal fallacy characterized by the manipulation of the recipient's emotions in order to win an argument, especially in the absence of factual evidence. Both of these goons exercise the appeal to emotion to enact their goal, which is to ban books. Censorship. Not just books in the children's section, but any book that doesn't meet with their personal religious views and political bias. The appeal to emotion, based on the lie that porn plagues the library, is just the camel's nose under the tent for these wannabe despots. Check out the loaded language in their donation letter. They talk about scandal festering, obscene, sexual, explicit content is available to minors and being promoted. Fear, dread, panic. Here's another flyer filled with lies, half-truths, and emotional manipulation, leading the stupid voters among us to believe that all this crap is true. It's not. There are no facts here, only manipulative, emotionally charged falsehoods. They use them because they work. Just like thousands of Germans in the 1930s, hundreds of ignorant Kootenai County voters are falling for the deception foisted by Hanley and Plass. Where are the facts? Hanley proudly announces that he'll permanently remove offensive books, not ever defining what offensive is or citing examples. Permanently remove is happy talk for government censorship, denying people their First Amendment rights. In a truly free society, it's up to the individual to determine what's offensive. This is how America operated for decades before the GOP Taliban hoisted its flag here. But the KCRCC and others who disguise themselves as Republicans don't want a free society. They don't want to protect your rights. They don't want smaller government. They want power and control. Destroying our county's library system after destroying NIC gives them exactly that. The campaign run by Hanley and Plass offends me to the core. Plass is just as twisted as Hanley. He wants to clean out immoral books, but never defines what these are, insinuating that they'd be found in an adult bookstore, which is an outright lie. He avoids the love of Christ in the New Testament and runs straight to the Old Testament Jehovah to justify his righteousness and wrath. This phony fervor gets all the true believers lathered up. No need to check the facts. Here's a fact. According to Idaho Code 181514, which deals with this very topic, children and vulnerable adults regarding obscene materials, these are the definitions assigned by the legislature. Read with me. Nothing herein contained is intended to include or prescribe any manner which, when considered as a whole and in context which it is used, possesses serious literary, artistic, political, or scientific value for minors, according to the prevailing standards in the adult community with respect to what is suitable for minors. While these crackpots enjoy reading things out of context, they never consider the work as a whole. The books they enjoy reading from are written to inform and warn young adults about sexual abuse and tragic personal experience. They don't glorify it, not in the way Hanley and Plass insinuate. They lie by omission, using a manipulative propaganda technique simply so they control what you read and enact their bigoted brand of censorship. Folks, a library is a neutral place. They don't tell you what to read, they only present choices. In the America I love, it's up to the individual to decide what to read and what to find offensive, not to use the angry fist of government to tell your neighbor what they can and cannot read. But never mind, KCRCC thugs Hanley and Plass want to tell you exactly how to raise your children. Yes, the GOP now supports the nanny state. This isn't the first time authoritarian gangsters have used children as a shield to disguise their tactics. Every 20th century dictator did the same thing. Oh, it's for the children. We need to protect the innocent. They lie because it works. NIC is near ruin thanks to Banducci, McKinsey, Wagner, McElmer, and Regan. Now you can add Plass and Hanley to the list of community terrorists marching to destroy another Kootenai County institution. Don't believe the lies. Don't fall for the manipulation. Vote on May 16th to save a great community asset, the Community Library Network. Don't let them do to our libraries what they've done to NIC.